One believes Caitlin Clark is being used as a pawn. By nearly all accounts, Caitlin Clark's rookie season in the WNBA was an overwhelming success. On the court, she was excellent, breaking records and leading the Indiana Fever to the playoffs. She won the Rookie of the Year award for her historic debut season, and also established herself as one of the league's best players by making the All-Star team. Off the court, Clark's impact on viewership and interest has been a boost for the entire league. The WNBA is nearly finished with its most profitable and lucrative season of all time, with Clark as one of the faces of the league's new era. One former player focused on Clark's status as a face of the league in a recent podcast episode, discussing some of the more negative aspects of the season that were ultimately out of her control. Many players around the league faced vitriol from fans this season for fouls on Clark or for perceived slights against the rookie star. Several of those fans have resorted to racist, homophobic, and sexist language, all while claiming to be fans of Clark and her team. Can we just call a spade a spade? Racism has been impacting the WNBA well before this year. This is not a new thing, said Sue Bird on A Touch More with Megan Rapinoe. In that way, I do think Caitlin is being used as a pawn. Caitlin didn't bring racism into the WNBA. This has been happening. And that, I think, is what has been such a shock for all of us, that other people are surprised by this. We've been trying to tell you. Bird then said that players around the league have developed a toughness when it comes to certain issues, largely in an effort to combat some of the more negative comments and remarks. In so many ways, I would have loved to be valued as a basketball player. I would have loved to have been spoken about just for my play. I think everybody in the league would say that, Bird added. But nobody ever let us do that. So what happened? We started to build a backbone, a little bit of an identity. We understood that in order to push our league forward, we were going to have to combat these things. Bird also made it clear that the people perpetuating the hate were not real fans of Clark, the Fever, or even of women's basketball. We're talking about the faction of that group that is pushing racist agendas and is pushing hate and creating divisiveness online, acting as fans, acting as Fever fans, acting as Caitlin fans, she said. Now, whether or not they like basketball, I don't know. But that's the group of people we're talking about. After a season of unprecedented growth, we'll see how the WNBA handles its next moment on the big stage in 2025.